Good day, my friends. My name is Lowell Brown, and I'm here to tell you about law and grace. What are laws? Laws are a set rules or principles that govern a country, or let's say the system or the universe, for the matter of fact. My friends, are you a law-abiding citizen? If you are obeying the laws of man, why not obey the laws of God? The laws of God, which are the Ten Commandments, they tell you who God is, that He is the God that is Lord over all. There are two groups in Christianity, two groups, right? The majority here who believe only in grace and there's no more law. They believe that Christ has nailed the law to the cross. While we have another group over here who believe in both the law and grace. However, this group over here is the minority. Now, my friends, I'm going to talk about the group here who believe that there is no more law, but grace only.
Take a shot at letting the ruler rule.
Anywhere from 6 to 7 sermons on Sunday. Is it tiring?
Yeah, it's tiring, but you're also getting refreshed because you're doing what you're
Alright, looking at the law and grace, I'm going to use a little courthouse situation. Alright, my friends, so in court you have the defendant and the prosecutor, right? The defendant is Jesus Christ and the prosecutor would be Satan. However, the prosecutor is the accuser. He will accuse the defendant client like, any opportunity he always accuse us, right? But I'm so glad that we have Jesus Christ as our advocate and our defendant. In Job 2, verse 4 to 5. And Satan answered the Lord and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. Right. So Satan, the adversary, is the accuser, right? Satan accuses Job that if God take away all that he have, he would curse him in his face. So in Zechariah 3 verse 1, God gave Zechariah a prophecy about resurrecting temple worship in Jerusalem, right? Zechariah 3 verse 1 reads, And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. Revelation 12 verse 10, For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before God day and night. Satan, the adversary, he is a prosecutor. He is the accuser of the brethren. He accuses us day and night. But thanks to Jesus, however, he is our lawyer in the heavenly sanctuary, pleading on my behalf and your behalf. While we do have a lawyer on our case, pleading, should we continue to break the law because we do have a lawyer? Romans 3 verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yes, we establish the law. In court, we also have evidence in court, right? The longer the court case, the more evidence, right? And the evidence will be presented. So we can read also in Revelation 20 verse 12 to 13. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. Every deed, every action, it is being recorded by God, and it will be revealed. Matthew 12 verse 36 reads also, But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Not only our actions will be judged, but our careless, hurtful words will be recorded. Also in 1 Corinthians 4 verse 5 reads, Therefore judge nothing before the time, until the Lord come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and he will make manifest the counsel of the hearts, and then shall every man have praise of God. Not just only our deed or words, but our unspoken motives, selfish jealousy, bad mind, or desire to see people get hurt or fall, anything like that. We love to see fight and mix up brethren, right? All these things will be revealed in our divine trial. Paul say that, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Why we need a new mind? We need a new mind because the carnal mind is not subject to the law of God, and it is enmity against God. So we need a new mind. Now we will walk with the Lord in the light of his words, and we will have an experience, a testimony, to testify of the goodness of God. How do we get peace? And how are we freed from the bondage of sin? When we sin, we put ourselves in shackles. But when we seek Jesus, they are broken. You were caught breaking the law, and you have been handcuffed, ready to be thrown in prison. However, you were provided a lawyer to plead on your behalf. And so you hand over all the case to the lawyer. Those shackles will be broken. You're no longer in jail, and you're not going to go to prison, because the lawyer have appealed and begged for you. Right? So you are no longer under the penalty of the law, but you are saved by grace. Now let us walk bold in that grace. Not as rebellious as you used to be, not as a thief, not as a liar, no longer a Sabbath breaker, no longer an idolater, a person who commits adultery, etc. But we will walk bold, and not only the weekly rest we keep, but we will experience that eternal rest. And as a matter of fact, we also rest. We rest from the old works that we used to do. We put them to rest. As a matter of fact, we must die to sin, and we must be born again as new babies. Now, my friends, on the day of judgment, the prosecutor will be presenting his evidence, and the lawyer, Jesus Christ, our defendant, will be presenting his evidence. Now, if the prosecutor evidence state that you never keep God's Sabbath, you normally would have your own way, you commit idolatry by spending more time watching TV and all these various of earthly things, and the defendant Jesus Christ have no evidence to prove that you have repent from all these things that Satan is accusing of. If the lawyer, the defendant, Jesus Christ, do not have any record of you showing that you have turned from your sinful ways, then you'll be found wanting. However, on the day of judgment, when the prosecutor presents his evidence, records, and say you were a thief, you never keep God's Sabbath, you tell enough lie, you commit adultery and fornication, you're a murderer, and all these different things, the prosecutor is going to present and accuse. Then the lawyer, Jesus Christ, will say, not at all. These my people, they have repented of their sins. They have turned away from their crooked ways. They have cried out. They have given their life over to me. They have been washed and they have been cleansed.
Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel and